Good morning everyone and welcome back to London and another video. I'm in a place that I've never really shot in the past, and that is the Barbican Centre. It's a huge complex and I've never really done anything here, but I've got an upcoming workshop and the guy that I'm taking around wanted to photograph here, so I'm doing a little recce and I thought I'd take you along with me as well, just to see what sort of photo opportunities there are, because I know of the place. I know some photos that people get here, but I don't even know my way around properly, so it's probably a good idea to get that figured out. I'm currently looking over one of the edges because I see a little playground, and the playground to me is lit up by the morning sunlight and looks pretty nice. Let me show you. So the swings and the basketball court down there, really bold colours, really nice. I think there's some shots to be had, possibly. It's a shame you ain't got a guy doing bits and bobs and, you know, playing around with the basketball hoop and stuff like that, because that'd be cool. So you've got all these glass sort of staircases that lead to the apartments, and it's quite nice when you can capture a sort of silhouette from the other side. Let me use me as an example. It's good because silhouette reflection can create some quite interesting shots. So the Barbican and the high walks around Barbican seem to always be expanding. You've got this completely new development going on, and when it comes to the glass that they're working with, when it's all boarded up, can really create a nice reflection. Look down there. It's a really maximalist shot, so it's different to what I usually shoot, but you've got all the vertical lines, you've got the reflections, which I love, and then if someone was to walk down the middle and you were to position the camera up against it, you've got a split reflection and a silhouette. So take me as an example. I'm a silhouette, but I'm also reflected, and it can come out quite nice. And there's also little pockets of light and alleyways and stuff that you can really get some nice shape with all these vertical lines going on, and it's a really nice thing to play with. I like this shot here as well. There's just tons of verticals to play with. I want someone in that patch of light just on the opposite side of the bars here, and then you can play with the shadow that the sun is creating by reflecting off of that building there. Gives quite a nice shot. I don't know whether to do it vertical or horizontal yet. I'm playing around with it, but it could be something. I like the play with perspective and the framing and stuff like that. Yeah, quite attractive in terms of typical me shots. I just don't want that sun to go behind another cloud. That would be lovely. There's a guy. Is he going to walk in the sun now? Is the question. No. Not at the right time, anyway. Sun's coming through as well, so you get the reflection of the green onto the windows, which is quite nice. Just need to wait for the human element now. Might be waiting a minute. I don't know. How typical that the sun went away. I think it works though. And it was carrying flowers, so greenery, flowers, it all linked. A little bench to add to the Sam Study of Chairs project here. Framed by the bollards as well. See if I can get a little closer to it without ruining the shot. Because you've got brutalist architecture as well, it also means you can use a lot of the leading lines in the Barbican. And it can work pretty well. Staircases are always a good option, I think. It's a bit geometric. Could work. One thing Barbican's great for is perspective. You can look down on things and create a whole different image, really, just by capturing the right subject from above or looking up. There's tons of different perspectives. It's a cool bit of texture and reflection here. It's like a greenhouse though. I'm gonna show you what I'm trying to shoot, and it's this bridge here. You see what I mean? Tons of good light. Tons and tons of good light. Just need a good subject. That's the problem. And then you've got the actual tunnel itself, with tons of good shadow from the archway reflecting on the floor. Someone walking down the centre? Silhouetted? Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to check. So this is quite interesting as well. We're at Moorgate Station side again, but down low to where I was earlier. And just having a look at the reflective surface here, it looks really nice. When people walk out, you've got the reflections of all those bollards, but also just the interesting angle and perspective of it all, which I think looks quite nice. I want to try and incorporate it where you can see the person in the reflection on the side as well as on the top, but I'll be happy with either. to be honest. And you want someone on their own, ideally. Or with enough space between them that it makes more logical sense for them to be two separate subjects. So hopefully, if I just hang around here for a minute, there could be something. There's a pub over there, but it is only 1:30. Might be too early for a pint. But it would be a great place to wait to see if I can get a good subject here. So I think that's going to be it for today's video. It's been a good little morning walking around somewhere new to me, and because of that I feel like I've got better photos than if I was to just follow my usual route. It's been a good little morning, but now the clouds are definitely here to stay. You can see the sun, but it's not really creating any contrast. So I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to have a little stroll back home and hopefully edit these photos, and hopefully they look just as good in the edit than they do on the camera. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next week for another video. Goodbye.